quiet architecture of an extraordinary life. Ever wondered why some people stay happy, calm, and successful no matter what? It is a question that sits at the heart of our deepest aspirations. We observe these individuals from afar, seemingly gliding through life with a sense of purpose and a quiet confidence that we admire. They possess a unique grace, an ability to navigate challenges without losing inner peace and a steady momentum that carries them toward their goals. We often attribute their fortune to external factors. I'm born with exceptional talent, blessed with incredible luck, granted a privilege that placed them on a different starting line. We tell ourselves these stories because they offer a simple explanation for a complex reality. But the truth is far more accessible and empowering. A happy, successful life isn't built on grand, singular events. It's constructed quietly, day by day, through a series of small, consistent actions, built in the silent moments before the world wakes up, shaped by the conscious choices we make when no one is watching. These are the daily habits that, with intention, become the invisible architecture of an extraordinary life. Small hinges that swing open large doors of happiness and achievement. What do exceptionally happy people and highly successful people have in common? They recognize greatness isn't a destination, but a path you walk every day. Happiness isn't a fleeting emotion to chase, it's a state to cultivate. They've mastered the small, the mundane, the repeatable. The quality of life reflects the quality of habits. This is the starting point for lasting transformation, available to anyone willing to practice consistently. This journey isn't about radical overhauls. It's not about adding pressure or complexity. It's about simplifying, focusing on the essential few. We'll explore subtle, almost imperceptible shifts that can quietly change everything. Habits, compounded over weeks, months, and years, create unstoppable momentum. Quiet forces that shape your mindset, elevate your energy, and build a life that feels deeply meaningful and aligned with who you are. The illusion of overnight success. We live in a culture that glorifies the dramatic outcome. We celebrate the overnight success, we celebrate the viral sensation, we celebrate the champion who seemingly came out of nowhere. The stories we are told often skip the messy middle. They gloss over the years of silent, unglamorous work. They fail to mention the countless hours of practice. They fail to mention the relentless dedication. They fail to mention the unwavering commitment to a daily process. This narrative creates a dangerous illusion. It leads us to believe that success is an event, a sudden breakthrough. As a result, we become impatient. We try something for a week, and with no dramatic results, we conclude it doesn't work. We give up, convinced we lack talent or willpower. This mindset is the single greatest obstacle to long-term happiness and success. In reality, every great achievement, every masterpiece, every fulfilled life, and they come from a long series of small, ordinary days. Success is not built in a day, it is built daily. Happiness is not accidental, it is cultivated intentionally. The person you admire for their discipline didn't wake up with iron will. They built it, one small choice at a time. The calm, centered person didn't find peace by chance. They nurtured it through consistent mindful practices. They chose to show up, and especially on the days they didn't feel like it. The power of a habit lies in its automaticity. Repeat an action enough times and it becomes ingrained in your neural pathways. It moves from conscious effort to subconscious automatic behavior. This is where the magic happens. You no longer need to rely on motivation or willpower. Finite resources. Your habits carry you forward. A 1% improvement each day may seem insignificant, barely noticeable in the moment. Over a year, that tiny gain compounds into a 37-fold increase. This is compounding returns for growth and finances alike, so stop chasing the spectacular, start embracing the mundane, fall in love with the process, not just the outcome. Find satisfaction in showing up each day and doing the work. The habits we'll explore are not complex or demanding. They're simple, practical, and fit into your life. They're the small rudders that steer your ship over time. Focus on tiny, manageable actions to bypass resistance and overwhelm. Set yourself up for sustainable, meaningful change. A roadmap for transformation, what to expect. In this video, we will break down the 10 fundamental habits that serve as the bedrock for both happiness and success. We have structured this journey to be as clear and actionable as possible, providing you not just with the what, but with the why and the how. For each of the 10 habits, we will follow a simple, consistent layout. This is not merely a list to be consumed passively. It is a strategic blueprint designed for active implementation. Our goal is to give you a complete toolkit, enabling you to understand, adopt, and sustain these practices until they become a natural and effortless part of your daily rhythm. First, we will introduce each habit as a simple, concrete action. There will be no vague platitudes or abstract theories. For example, instead of saying be more mindful, we will discuss the habit of a 2-minute morning breathing exercise. Instead of plan your day, we will outline the practice of identifying your 3 most important tasks. Clarity is crucial, because you cannot practice what you do not precisely understand. Each habit is designed to be small enough to feel achievable from the very first day, removing the initial friction that so often prevents us from starting a new routine and building immediate momentum from your first attempt. Second, we will explore the reasoning behind each practice. We will delve into the psychology, neuroscience, and real-world success principles that make these habits so effective. Understanding why a habit works is essential for long-term commitment. When you know that a short morning walk helps to, regulate your circadian rhythm and boost your mood for the entire day, you are far more likely to stick with it. When you learn how single tasking helps to rebalance your brain's dopamine system and increase your capacity for deep focus, you become more motivated to put your phone away. This knowledge transforms a simple action from a chore into a powerful strategic choice for your well-being. Finally, for each habit, we will provide a short, practical exercise to help you get started immediately. These are not overwhelming challenges, but simple, guided prompts to help you take your first step. It could be a script for reframing a negative thought, a template for a 5-minute gratitude journal, or a 7-day starter plan for a new morning ritual. The goal is to bridge the gap between knowing and doing. True transformation occurs not when you learn something new, but when you begin to apply it. This entire experience is designed to be your guide, your coach, and your partner in building a life that feels calmer, happier, and more successful, one day at a time. Your first step, a moment of reflection. Before we dive into the first habit, let us begin with a small but powerful practice. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the journey of transformation begins with a single conscious thought. Right now, I invite you to take a moment for a brief reflection. This is not about judgment or criticism. It is simply about creating a baseline of awareness. All meaningful change starts with an honest look at where you are right now. You cannot chart a course to a new destination without first knowing your current location. This quiet moment of self-inquiry is your first act of intentional living, the foundational step upon which all other habits will be built. Find a comfortable position. You can close your eyes if you wish. Take one slow, deep breath in and then let it out completely. Now, I want you to gently ask yourself 2 simple questions. First, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy and fulfilled do I feel with my life right now? Do not overthink it. Just allow the first number that comes to mind to surface. There is no right or wrong answer. It is simply a data point, a snapshot of your current state. This number represents your starting point, and it will serve as a valuable reference as you begin to implement the habits we will discuss and see the progress you make over time. Now, for the second question, ask yourself, what is one small thing, if I did it consistently every day, that I know would improve the quality of my life? Perhaps it is drinking a glass of water when you first wake up. Maybe it is reading one page of a book before bed. It could be stretching for just 5 minutes in the morning or putting your phone away during dinner. The answer is likely something you already know, a piece of innate wisdom that has been quietly waiting for your attention. Hold that one small thing in your mind. Feel the simplicity and attainability of it. This simple reflective exercise accomplishes two critical things. First, it establishes a clear starting point for your journey. Second, it shifts your focus from a feeling of being overwhelmed to a single manageable action. You have just identified a personal habit that holds the potential for positive change. This is the essence of what we are about to explore on a larger scale. The path to an extraordinary life is not about finding one giant solution. It is about identifying and consistently practicing a series of these small, life-affirming actions. You have already taken your first step. Now, with this mindset of calm awareness and focused intention, let us begin. Every great structure, whether it is a towering skyscraper or a life of deep fulfillment, relies on the strength of its foundation. A building with a weak base is vulnerable. It cannot withstand the inevitable storms or bear the weight of its own aspirations. And the same is true for our lives. Without a solid foundation of daily habits, our attempts at growth, success, and happiness become fragile and inconsistent. We might experience fleeting moments of motivation or brief periods of progress, but we lack the underlying structure to sustain them. This is why we begin our journey here with the foundational habits. These are the practices that create the stability and resilience you need to build higher. These first three habits are not random. They have been carefully selected because they create a powerful positive feedback loop that makes every other habit easier to adopt. They are the keystone habits, small changes that ripple outward, creating widespread positive effects. By focusing on your morning, your daily plan, and your mindset, you're addressing the three core pillars of a well-designed day: your energy, your focus, and your perspective. When you get these right, you create an upward spiral. A calm, intentional morning gives you the energy to tackle your plan. A clear plan directs that energy effectively. And a grateful perspective ensures you find meaning and satisfaction in your efforts regardless of the outcome. Think of these habits as preparing the soil before planting a garden. You would not simply throw seeds onto hard, barren ground and expect a bountiful harvest. You would first take the time to till the soil, remove the weeds, and add nutrients. This preparation is not the most glamorous part of gardening, but it is the most crucial. It creates the fertile environment in which life can flourish. Similarly, these foundational habits prepare the landscape of your day. They clear away the mental clutter, cultivate a positive emotional state, and provide the structure necessary for your goals and aspirations to take root and grow strong over time. Therefore, as we explore these first three practices, resist the urge to rush ahead. Give them your full attention. The goal is not to master them overnight, but to practice them with consistency. See them not as items on a checklist, but as acts of self-respect. You are building a sanctuary for your mind, a launchpad for your ambitions, and a wellspring of inner peace. This is the essential groundwork. By laying a strong foundation, you're not just preparing for a better day, you are architecting a better life. Every other success you desire will be built upon the strength of what you establish here in these quiet foundational moments. The first habit is to consciously curate the first hour of your day. How you begin your morning sets the tone for everything that follows. Most people start their day in a state of reaction. The first thing they do is reach for their phone. Notifications, emails, news headlines, the curated lives of others on social media. This single act frames their entire day. Their mind is immediately pulled into a vortex of external demands, comparison, urgency. They start their day on someone else's terms, responding to an agenda that is not their own. Their energy is scattered before they have even had a chance to center themselves. An intentional morning is the antidote to this modern chaos. It is about reclaiming that first hour as your own sacred time. It is about a declaration that your inner state is more important than any external demand. This does not require a radical, 2-hour-long complex routine. The power is in its simplicity and consistency. It is about choosing to begin with calm, not chaos. It is about starting with intention, not distraction. This first hour is your opportunity to connect with yourself, align with your priorities, and fill your own cup before you begin to pour out for the rest of the world. It is a proactive step that shifts you from a defensive posture to an offensive one. The core components of this curated hour are simple. Wake at a consistent time. Expose yourself to natural light. Engage in a moment of quiet and move your body gently. Each of these elements works together to ground you, energize you, and focus your mind. Waking at the same time each day helps to stabilize your body's internal clock. Morning light signals to your brain that it is time to be alert and engaged. A few moments of quiet, whether through breathing, meditation, or simply sitting in silence, calms your nervous system. And simple movement like stretching or a short walk wakes up your body and boosts your mood. These are not chores, they are acts of deep self-care. Imagine 2 different mornings. In the first, you are jolted awake by an alarm. You immediately check your phone and you rush through your morning with a sense of anxiety and pressure. In the second, you wake gently, you take a few moments to breathe and stretch by a window, and you move into your day with a sense of calm and control. Which person is better equipped to handle challenges, focus on what matters, and feel a sense of happiness? The choice is yours to make every single day. By curating your first hour, you are not just having a better morning, you are designing a better life, one intentional sunrise at a time. Our journey together does not end with the conclusion of this essay. It transforms into an ongoing conversation, a shared exploration of these powerful ideas. The principles we have discussed are universal, but their application is deeply personal. Your journey, your challenges, your victories are unique. They hold valuable lessons for everyone in this community. Your story is now part of our collective wisdom. By sharing your experience, you contribute to a richer, more supportive environment. We can all learn and grow together. This is how we move from individual practice to collective progress. Now I turn the conversation over to you. Engage with this community. Reflect on what you have learned. The first step in solidifying a new intention is to declare it. Writing it down and sharing it can be a powerful catalyst for action. Which habit has the biggest impact on happiness and success? The profound calm of a curated morning, the clarity of a well-planned day, the deep resilience built by restorative sleep. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspective is valuable. Make a personal commitment. What habit will you start today? One small atomic action for the next 30 days? 2-minute gratitude exercise, 10-minute daily walk, turn off screens, 60 minutes before bed. Share your chosen habit in the comments. This public commitment can be a powerful accountability tool. Your choice may inspire someone else. If this video helped you, like, subscribe, and comment below. What habit will you start today? You help this message reach others. This community is for calm ambition, strategic living, shared wisdom. We are all architects building our best lives one day at a time. Welcome to the work.